Guys, Mark Goldberg here from Mark Vlogs Watches with a quick word for your friend and mine, ArchieLuxury, Paul Pluta, AC3, Archibald Chesterfield III. You know, he invented the quick wristwatch check, and the rest of us on YouTube, well, we just stole it. Help keep Archie full-time on YouTube by liking this video, watching this video, tell your fuckhead friends, and make sure to subscribe to his Patreon. And now, ArchieLuxury.
Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta doing a paid review. This is JU35, and I'm going to do a quick wristwatch check. What am I wearing today? Polar Explorer 2. Polar. One of my favorite watches. I've loved this watch for years, and I would never sell it. Sometimes I don't wear it. I just keep it in my box. But I would never, ever sell my Polar, well, unless I wanted to buy a Patek. Another Patek. Okay, guys, JU35, here we go. This is a follow-up on review, SO9. SO9, okie dokie. These people, they want to come back with more information. Dear Archie, a few months ago, you did a paid review of my collection. The review was SO9. In the review, you recommended I get rid of the Sothis Horus single hand watch and the Al Silberstein Bolido. You also recommended I look to purchase a Rolex Bluesy Submariner and a Tudor Pepsi. Good advice, I think. Well, I was following the Pontiff's advice. I have since sold off both the Bolido and the Sothis. Didn't make a whole lot of money. Hey, getting your money back would have been amazing. So making money out of that garbage does not happen. But every bit helps when I'm looking to buy a Rolex. I've been looking for a nice used Rolex sub, as mentioned. I came across a Rolex Explorer 2 Polar with reference 16550 transition model. The guy only wanted 4.3. I looked up the present pricing and found only a few for sale around the 7,000 to 8,000. The bezel has a small ding at 2 o'clock and the bracelet has some minor scratching due to desk diving, but the links are pretty tight with no rattle. I thought it was a great deal. The face hasn't started to patina yet, but the hour markers are turning to a creamy color. I have read this model is high in demand due to the patina of the dial. There is no box or papers, but being a late 80s watch, I don't think this was a big deal. I had it checked and it's all authentic. The movement was serviced a year ago, but thank God it wasn't serviced by Rolex. They would have probably changed the face and hands. Do you think this was a good deal? I would still like to purchase a Bluesy, but I thought a deal comes along, you have to grab it. I don't have time to wait since there were two other guys on their way to look at the watch. Thanks for your advice, and please let me know what you think. I sent you 50 via PayPal. Long live ArchieLuxury, the true pontiff of watches. Thanks, Paul. Kindest regards, Richard. Well, Richard, very pleased you pulled the trigger. That is a fantastic watch itself there. And I'm a bit of an explorer aficionado. And basically, I'll just give you a bit of a history there. Basically, Rolex in the early 70s, I believe it was about 1972, my birth year, by the way. They wanted to have this was on the theme of the Rolex GMT Master. At the time, the 1675 was in full swing, the Pepsi. They wanted to offer a fixed bezel, so they came up with the Rolex Explorer 2. It became reference 1655. This is what you call the classic orange hand, the plastic glass. Instead of having the sapphire glass, it would be in plastic, acrylic. Okay, very, very expensive watch. That's a very valuable watch. Fast forward to the 80s, and Rolex is updating their pieces. With the Submariners, the reference on the acrylic plastic glass was a 1680. It became, they put as extra, so it went from being a 4-digit to a 5-digit. So it became a 16800. The Explorer 2, they put a 0 on the end, so a 1655, then I put a 0. Now, the interesting thing is this referencing system, they had 3 dial options. The 1655, which was the plastic, the older version, it only ever came in black. When they went to the sapphire crystal, the 16550, you could get black dial, white dial, and a cream dial. The cream dial is extremely valuable now. That was kind of a bit of a flop at the time. They are the most valuable. A 16550 with a cream dial is fucking that's the grail of grails. However, 16550 is a fairly rare watch. They were made for I think less than 2 years. 2 years, about 1985, if memory serves me right. And what then happened was they revised it slightly, and it became the 16570. So this is a 16570. So that's the model progression there. Then of course this is the 40 mil. They've then replaced this one. It became a 214570. So it went from a 6 to a 7 digit. Now I got to tell you, the 16550, extremely rare, very hard to get. I think you have done incredibly well. That's very, very good to see. You've done extremely well. Look, box and papers, you can get an 80s box on eBay for under 200, well, around 200 US dollars. You've got the period correct box. I'd probably do that. I would probably, don't ever service it through Rolex. That's a big mistake on vintage. I would go to someone in America. I'd go to someone like Kenny Nguyen. You want a sympathetic restoration. You don't want to over polish it. You don't want, it's never going to look, you don't want it to look like new. That's a mistake. So, look, that reference there, it's a very, that's a very wanted reference. There were not a lot made because it was only done for approximately 2 years. So, that's a great watch. That is really a great watch. You got to grab the bargains as they come up. To have a 16550 in your collection that watch is going to explode. You give it another 10 years, I think they will be big money. They'll be like a 1655 in many regards. They were only out for a short time. Out of all the Explorer series, the 16550 was the shortest span. So I think it's a great watch to have. What a great story, great watch. Explorer is a beautiful piece. Look, it doesn't matter. It's perfect. At that price there, it could be head only and it would be a good buy. Okay? That's my view. I think it's I think it's great. Look, you mentioned the faults with, look, slight bit of scratching. Yeah, you could lightly make sure you go to a professional to get it polished, not some fuckwit on a wheel. I'd probably go Kenny Nguyen, talk to Kenny Nguyen and ask him for advice. I wouldn't worry about the patina. Just let that settle. Don't fuck with it. You can get as I said, a period correct box from the flea bay. Small ding. 2 o'clock at the 2 o'clock position. Small ding. Wow. Hey, that's okay. Don't worry too much there. It is what it is. Just keep it all original. Just enjoy it. Stay with it. It's a great watch. Very lucky find. That's a lucky find. I would just keep it. It's a great story. Great. Yeah, definitely. Just keep it, enjoy it. I love the Explorer 2. I think they are a great watch. I've always loved, I just think myself that's probably the perfect size, 40 mil. I've worn a few bigger watches lately, and coming back to this, it just feels so cool. Just really, it's just a cool thing. And the best thing I love about it is the Explorer's always been a bit off-center. It's always been the subs. The Explorer was actually cool in the late 90s. Late 90s. Then when they did the ceramic GMTs, they went ballistic. And the GMT I always thought was inferior. I mean, 24-hour thing, if you're rotating the bezel, it's hard enough to do 24-hour time on a fixed bezel. If you've got a rotating bezel, it's just a fucking pain in the ass. So I love it. I think you made that's a great purchase. That is a fucking good purchase. Enjoy it. Wear it in good health. I wouldn't sell it. Just keep the fucking thing. It's a lucky find. It's a lucky omen that came your way. Just fucking keep it and enjoy it. That's what I would do, man. So congratulations. It's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. That happens sometimes in life. Good shit happens. Okay? Sometimes in life. You know, I've got my Calatrava, Sydney Watch Exchange, gave it to me. Bargain, bargain, bargain. Now, am I going to get another one like that? Probably not. You just keep it, enjoy it. You don't profit and sell it off, and that's just nasty. Enjoy it. Just keep it, enjoy it. Be happy. Good spirits. Good spirits. Okay, guys, I'm off. That's a paid review. Well done, Richard. Very, very well done, Richard. So, guys, please like, subscribe, tell your friends. Remember, I can't survive doing YouTube with Google Ads. I need your help. Paid reviews help me to stay in this space. $50 for a paid review. I'll tell you what I think of your watches. I'll tell you the truth. I'll level with you. If I didn't like your shit, I'll fucking tell you. $50 US. I'll do a paid review. I'm not that far behind. It's sort of within. Look, I got a few that are a little bit. They were. I'm probably 2 weeks behind. Okay, it's not terrible. It's all workable. So I'm catching up, guys. Okay, that's my spiel. That's my shtick, fuckers. Until next time, ciao.
Oh. Hey Archie Luxury fans, if you're into luxury, then you gotta be into 66 Buick Rivieras. Check out my son and I, Alex, as we restore this beautiful 66 Buick.
Neighbors are having a picnic, you know, having fun and stuff. Me, I'm doing cars. It's what I've done my whole life.
Hey guys, it's Paul Pluta. I'm the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III. Guys, I want to have a quick talk to you. Do you need to sell a wristwatch? Do you want to sell a piece for reinvestment? Do you have too many watches? Well, guys, I'm here to tell you that my good friends at Sydney and Brisbane Vintage Watch Co. are looking for quality wristwatches for their store. Now, Ronnie has instructed me to tell you guys that he is paying more than other dealers. That's correct. He pays top prices for quality pieces. So guys, if you've got a Rolex you want to sell, or a Patek, or anything, you want to sell a wristwatch, give the guys at Vintage Sydney, it's Vintage Watch Co. Give them a call. That's right, guys. They're paying good prices. They've always been very, very fair to me. And I got to tell you, they are nice people to do business with. I'm just trying to find their card here. Where the hell did I put it? Look, ask for Ronnie in Brisbane, or Philip in Sydney. That's correct. They will look after you. Tell them Archie sent you. That's right. Tell them Archie sent you. They're paying top prices. That's correct. Brisbane and Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Your premium place to sell watches. Tell me, guys, this is for you. Tell them Archie sent you, and they will give you extra keen pricing.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Mark Goldberg for Archie Luxury AC3, the Pontiff Satan de Ville. I want to sincerely thank you for having sat through this video, because I know it was awful, but you know what? You do it for the greater good of humanity. Thank you so much. Now, a couple of quick pieces of homework. Now that you've watched this video, I would like you to hit thumbs up. If you must, hit thumbs down, but if you'd hit thumbs up, I would especially appreciate it. Go ahead and leave a really nasty comment and tell him how awful this content was, but most importantly of all, the entire reason that I am linking up with Archie Luxury in the first place. I am a published author. Let dogs be dogs. Available in bookstores, Amazon, and electronically somewhere near you. Remember, Archie Luxury. He's not just a figment of your imagination.